Hello everybody, and welcome back to Eldritch Studies mod pack playthrough. I am Dan, aka Pollockstar. I am playing again here, or I'm playing by myself here, just for now, because I wanted to get in and show you guys the new updated Thaumcraft 4.1 research system. So I'm here in the Vigil, which is my personal Thaumcraft research base. And you see, I've made a couple changes. I've done a little bit of research myself. Got the Infernal Furnace here. I've got this Arcane Lamp, which is really awesome. Lights up like a huge area with all these little cool floaty glowy things. And I finally set up the Crucible, which is really basic, but at least it's set up now. But I'm just wanted to show off the new research system. Now you remember there's a little mini game in Thaumcraft 4.0. It's still it's still a mini game of sorts, but it's been updated. In fact, it's been changed entirely. So I personally like that a lot. I like the new version a lot. So we'll show you how it works. You notice there's still got the Thaumonomicon, which is right here on the lectern. Still looks pretty much the same. You've got all your things. You can get in there and check it out. Check out what you want to research. And now the difference here is that in the way you can actually choose which thing to research instead of just researching random aspects and getting researching any aspect and getting a random note from it. You can choose which thing you want to start researching. So you notice anything flashing here, it said click. It says on the bottom there, click to get a research note for this research. Now that'll happen with circle or square icons. Those are primary researches. The hexagonal icons are secondary research, and those you can just simply learn. As long as you have enough aspects in your aspect pool, you can just click and you will learn it, and then that is that. I think I have one or two of those somewhere around here. But anyways, in order to get primary research, though, you need to make sure you have scribing tools and paper in your inventory. You can go in here, and let's take a look, because I've already got Niter and Elementum. Let's try and take a look at Essentia Distillation, because I'm trying to get all the basic stuff, kind of help further my research, and before I get too far into the research. So you notice I clicked on there, and I already have this note. It gave me the note. It gave me this research note. You put it in the table. Table's changed, obviously, and there it is. It looks pretty simple. So this is Essentia Distillation has the slime, the magic, and the water aspects to them. So Limus, Precantio, and Aqua, I believe they're called. Now you can still click on any two researches here, or any two aspects here, and there's still the combine button. So that hasn't changed. What has changed is that now you've got these basic, or you got the main component aspects, and you have to connect them together. Now, they don't have to all be connected to each other. There just has to be, as long as there's one continuous line. So how do you do this? What you have to do is put in aspect. You drag an aspect onto this hexagon grid here, and if the aspect that you drag on is either made of this component that it's next to or makes the component that it's next to, then it will begin to form an energy link. So in this, since Aqua is a primal aspect, you have to have something that's made of Aqua in order to further this research. This one can be anything that either makes Precantio or is made of Precantio. You notice that these ones, because I have mastered the research already in my Thaumonomicon, it's telling me which aspects the secondary aspects are made of, which is pretty super useful. So, anyways, let's get going on this. So let's start with Aqua. What has Aqua in it? Lots of things have Aqua in it, I imagine. There's Gellum, has Aqua in it, of course. Aqua and Ordo. Now, does magic have? Does anything So if I put Gelum here, then I could potentially put Ordo there. Now, does anything made of magic and Ordo, or does anything have magic and both magic and Ordo in it? Probably not. This one has magic in it. Now, Limus has Aqua in it already, but that doesn't necessarily make it easier to connect those two since they're so far apart. Motion. Now here's something. Potentia has Ordo and Fire. Now Infernus has Fire and Percantio, or Ignis and Percantio. So if I were to put Gelum here, see that you can't really see it too well, but there is definitely a line connecting those two. Now then I could put Ordo here. I could put Ordo here, Fire here, or Ignis. I could put, if I put Ignis, Ordo here, so let's put Ordo in. Now those two are connected, and I could put Potentia. I could put Potentia in here. And then if I put... This is probably pretty roundabout. I'm probably wasting some aspects here. Now, but if I put then... Because Potentia has Ignis in it. So if I put Ignis here, and then Infernus here, then those two are connected there. Okay, so that was pretty roundabout. That was in no way the most efficient way to do that, because every time you place an aspect in the grid, you use that aspect, and you can click them to remove. You can click them to remove it, but you will not get that aspect back. Like there's a small chance you'll get it back if you have advanced research or research mastery, which I do, fortunately. Now I've got to somehow connect either these two or these two. I could maybe connect Infernus with Limus, but that might be a little difficult. Limus has life and water in it. So what else is made of water? Victus. Victus is made of water. Let's put a Victus in here. I could put an Aqua, then I could put another Aqua and another Victus, even. Let's see how that ends up for me. Put another Aqua and another Victus, and that should do it, right? There we go. See? Now there's everything connected up, and so we've got Essentia Distillation. It's discovered research, same thing as it was before. Right-click on it, and there you go. Now I've got Essentia Distillation. I can figure out how to make an alchemical furnace, and V's filters, arcane alembics, alchemical constructs. I don't know what any of these things do. So it's gonna be, I'm gonna enjoy playing with them. And of course, it's opened up. Oh, it also automatically gave me the warded jars and labels. There's these little guys here. Labels, great. And also, I now have the option of learning by purchasing them, Essentia tubes and void jars. Now I don't have enough vacuous to learn how to learn the void jars, but I could make the Essentia tubes. So yeah, that's really about it. While we're here, I guess, well, you might notice that there's a couple more tabs in here than there were before. Apocrypha which I think is new to basic Thaumcraft, although I could be wrong. This could be forbidden magic, but this tainted arts is definitely forbidden magic here. And so there's nothing in here yet, but I think one day I'll learn some new research. Now, speaking of, if you remember, using the thermometer, used to be able to, in Thaumcraft 4.0, if you were carrying around scribing tools and paper, it would occasionally give you a random research note when you research things. Speaking of, let's research this, shall we? Can we? There we go. Look at that. And now that can still happen, but instead of getting a research note that sticks in your inventory that you can then put into the table and research, what it does is it opens up a new item in your Thaumonomicon that you can get a research note for just by choosing it, which is again, that's pretty great. So that's it. Just a little quick tutorial. We'll be coming back very shortly with some more playthroughs with Nathan and Harry and myself. And of course, the mod pack, the server is going public very soon. We're having a couple issues regarding mob spawning. We're working our best to resolve. But as soon as that's done, and as soon then you can keep an eye on the server going. You can keep an eye on the server and come and join us and have a good time. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Like, favorite, share, subscribe to my channel, all that stuff, and we will see you very soon. Bye.